Alright.
Why'd you look at me like that?
So this is the 8th episode of Pure Pressure. This is the snacks episode. The
All of
tangerine.
them.
And
This is the vegan episode. All vegan snacks today.
shout out to my vegans. Anyway, today we're talking about...
Can we introduce ourselves first?
Oh, you're right. I forgot. My name is Brandon, a.k.a. Brando.
What a horrible host. My name is Dominic.
Hi, welcome to Farfetch. My name is Brandon, with whom I have the pleasure of assisting today. Anyway.
Can you not interrupt my introduction?
Anyway.
My name is Dominic, aka Domicito, aka Latino Nelly. Cue my theme music, Suavecito. La la. All right.
See, I don't need theme music.
Enough theme music.
Okay.
Wait.
So today we're talking about.
Wow, so unprepared.
So we're talking about this man right here, Jesus.
Goat Lick Lamar. Goat Lick Lamar.
You know, Nazareth. You know, nothing too special. But he did. Kendrick Lamar put out a new song called "The Heart Part 4." And you know, he always does the the Heart series before he puts out a big project.
Quick question: what's your favorite The Heart song? You're fake because you haven't even heard the first one.
I like 3. I like 3.
Baby.
I like 3.
I also like 3.
Exactly.
But 4 might be my favorite. Yo, pass me that cutie. Cutie.
It's right here.
My fans can't wait for me to sun you punk ass. You a scared little bitch. I'll be pung you punk.
How many beat changes? How many beat changes? How many beat changes? 3.
3.
Chill out.
Wait, let's start. What's your favorite part? Or wait, favorite line of the song and favorite segment
Alright.
of the song. Favorite bar.
My favorite line. I don't even know what she says, but the girl. Sound the music is loud. That shit is so
You're
hard.
scanning, the music's too
Loud.
loud. That's like a real. She
Shit
sounded like
hard.
real as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
It was so fucking hard. But then, you peel your cuties like an animal.
Just talk.
Wait, look at my peel.
We get it. You're vegan. Okay. Damn. Sorry I don't
Man.
eat fruits all the time.
Anyway, I don't know. It's a toss up. I mean, between the second part and the last part with when he's flowing with himself, but he's in that muffled voice and he's crumpling the paper up.
Fuck. That's not the right one. Loki, I kind of hate Kendrick's voices sometimes. Fuck. Who the fuck talks like that? Fuck. I like the first beat. I low-key really fuck with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The little
Yeah.
Is it Khaled or Khalid? The sample.
I think it's Khalid.
Get your knowledge
I think it's Khalid. Or is it Khalid? I
think it's Khalid. That sample's crazy. I wish that song, that first part, was the song itself. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell it. That shit's tight. I also like the little beat in the middle. He's like, my fans can't wait for me to.
There's like a little. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You know who did that beat?
Knowledge.
The Alchemist.
Oh really?
Yeah. The first one.
Al?
The first one's some like random dude. Second one's The Alchemist, and the third one is DJ
Alchemist
Gotti.
really did that shit.
Yeah, Alchemist did that. You can tell it's like an old school kind of like.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. My favorite line, I think, is yeah, that whole part. That whole part of the beat where he goes, "My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass. I'll big pun your punk ass. You a scared little bitch."
So Dom asked for a favorite line, but he gives us like 4 bars. It's alright though.
I said my favorite part.
Alright. Okay.
My favorite
Anyway.
part. Biggest question.
Who? Mike Jones.
I don't get the reference.
That song.
Nope.
Ooh,
Let's just
Mike
move on
Jones.
from it.
Anyway, I'll put it in. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Is it Drake?
Don't
Is
look
it-
at the camera.
Is it Big Sean?
Is it Drake? Oh wait, time out. Now I'll put it in later. Go ahead.
I really am. I automatically first instinct is that it's Drake. But I know you had shout outs to Miles. Miles told me that you and him had a conversation about finally famous himself, Big Sean. I'm in super host mode right now.
I know. I think it was about. I think just the timing alone makes me think it's about Drake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, Drake, More Life comes out. Drake's I think the line that makes me think about it a lot too is when he says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am the greatest rapper, which is arguably my favorite part of the song.
Okay, you can't just say that's your favorite part of the song and then have your original favorite part of the song. Second of all, that bar is so trash when taken out of context and you just read it.
If you just say it,
If you just
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm the greatest rapper alive.
So Kendrick's trash. Anyway,
Even saying it in the cadence he does is hard.
it's hard. Yeah, I can't even do
It
it.
took me a while to
Yeah.
like get it down.
We get it. You're on the same
Because
level.
Drake has that line on More Life. I know I said top 5, but I'm
Right.
top 2, and I'm not 2. You think you got 1,
Yeah.
but it's not 1.
Exactly.
So I think that line was direct.
A reference to
Drake.
Yeah, but then see on For Free, you know how he references Kendrick, like the boy from Compton said.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I did, right? Is that like did he reference him in like a buddy way, or like was that like I don't know. See, now we're trying to read too deep into.
When I heard that,
Yeah.
I thought because
I thought it was a friendly thing.
Drake and Kendrick had beef for a while.
Okay,
They
see the thing is I don't understand if it's like if we're really
No.
pitting them against each other.
They really had beef for a while. Because they were cool. Remember Kendrick was on whatever.
Sunned,
Kendrick was on Buried Alive, the Marvin's Room
Yes.
outro.
and then Poetic Justice happened,
And he was like
whatever.
really talking a lot about like how much he liked Drake.
Oh yeah,
He really-
this Canadian.
Yeah,
I don't-
he really was like into Drake at that point. I looked up to him and shit. Oh, wow, what a good friend. And then he was on Poetic Justice, but then Control dropped and Drake got really butthurt because Kendrick said he was better than him. Drake was like one of the main people who got no one else got butthurt, like other rappers who got called out.
Yeah.
Except Drake. I remember hearing something.
Wait, what did he say? How do you know Drake was butthurt?
I forgot what happened, but he said something about it. I remember. I don't know. We'll have to look it up. Insert reference here.
All right.
But there was something he said that got him mad.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since then, they haven't been cool.
Yeah.
Then when I heard For Free,
I'm surprised that Control, by the way, did that much because, I mean, it wasn't like it's not a revel. I mean, it's a big deal, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal to me. If I was one of the rappers, I'd be happy to be mentioned in that verse.
yeah, no, like big. Well, I mean, if you're Drake, like I think I'd be mad because like I know how big I am. But if I'm someone like Big Crit and I got mentioned, I'm like, damn, like
Come on.
I got mentioned with Drake. Yeah. I know what you mean. If you're like not that known of a rapper like Big Crit, I'd be hyped. I'd be like, damn, we out here. But if I'm Drake, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Right. But anyway, so they were beefing or whatever, or like the subtle beefs, never like.
Yeah, then For Free came out, and I thought that was like a nice thing. Like I thought it was like a
Exactly, like that.
oh,
Yeah.
we're cool now.
Yeah.
I thought everything was cool, but
I guess. I don't know. I mean, it all comes down to like semantics, but like not actually naming Kendrick and just saying that that dude from Compton or whatever that kid,
Yeah.
whatever. You know, I mean, it could be taken both ways. Like you never really know.
I kind of think he went at both people because Big Sean. I for sure think is at least partially about Big Sean.
What? Okay, see, I'm not caught up on the Big Sean like.
On No More Interviews, he has this line about just because you rapping fast, you think you're the savior of rap.
And you think that was about
It
Kendrick?
was for sure about Kendrick.
But Kendrick doesn't. Kendrick kind of raps fast, but it's different when like
he only raps fast, kind of.
kind of.
He's just like straight bars. Like if you don't enjoy like bars, like you might not enjoy Kendrick that much.
But I don't think. I think everything that we're talking about though is. I mean, even the Big Sean shit is a stretch. Like that's just a stretch. I feel like.
Bro, the fact that he dropped it when he dropped it, for sure about Drake.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get that mad because even if it is about Big Sean, there's no way he'd be that mad.
No.
Big Sean's like a fucking pawn for him
yeah.
to get that mad.
Yeah.
That's like him going at like fucking G-Eazy or something. You know what I mean? He's not gonna go.
Exactly.
He's not gonna release a whole song. Big Sean isn't worth it.
No.
It can only be someone of Drake's stature for him to come at. Like
If
that.
they ever did for real openly beef, it'd be war. It'd be the craziest shit.
Kendrick would end Drake's career.
Bro, it's tough though, because you can't deny like the hit potential that Drake
Bro.
had. Kendrick might claim the real 4 pillars of hip hop dudes.
The real 4 pillar hip hop crown.
Kendrick might claim them, but like Drake has everybody else.
So, okay, think about this. If Drake were to release a directed diss track at Kendrick, what the fuck would he say? Like,
I don't
what could
know.
you go at? Like, what could you say? Like
I don't know.
Drake has Kendrick has a lot of shit you can
Kendrick's
say
ugly. No.
Hey, can you chill out? That's my man. Can you not come at him like that?
No, I feel you though. I'm not like. I mean, for the people out there. I'm not like a super Drake like.
I hope, dude. I really
But I
hope
mean-
Drake comes back. I don't think he will.
Gabe, thoughts on this? Drake, Kendrick, if they were to ever beef?
Honestly, first of all, I think Dom's really biased because Kendrick's obviously like his father.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like Kendrick at all.
He doesn't. You don't necessarily need to be able to project material now, but after back to back, you at least have to acknowledge that Drake has the potential.
Bro, but it's
So-
How Brandon was
yeah.
saying, like hit potential, that means arguably more.
but it's different. Drake had so much ammunition on Meek Mill because Meek Mill was dating Nicki Minaj.
But if you think about it, Meek Mill has more shit on Drake because Meek Mill is shooting upwards. There's so much more about Drake in the media and everything, and still Drake destroyed that man.
The only thing
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the only thing I'm saying is if Drake were to come at Kendrick,
Yeah.
what would he say? What how do you're not a good rapper? Everyone knows that's not true. You couldn't say that. You could
You're
say,
a peasant. You don't
bro,
know.
you know that. What could he say? what could Drake say about Kendrick?
You're saying that because you can't think of any, or we can't think of anything, he would say Drake would just get destroyed.
How could you come at him? I'm actually wondering.
Kendrick is bulletproof.
I'm actually wondering.
No, I don't know. I really. That's not for me to decide though. It's for me to consume. You
Yeah,
know.
I don't either.
I hope he does. No, I hope Drake does come
Yeah.
after him.
I hope so too, because that would be amazing for. So the thing is, like hip hop, that would determine the fate of hip hop for real. It
That's
can
what I'm
either-
saying.
the fate of hip
It
hop.
can either
This is
go.
wild.
It can either go to the 4 pillars, or it could go to the radio.
Kendrick really came after Drake. Like that song, like Back to Back, was a hit song, but it didn't have like a lot of like. I mean, it had like some good jabs, dude. But Kendrick is like,
Open up more.
what?
The open up more bar is crazy.
yeah,
Yo, he told you to open up more, or whatever. I forgot what he said, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm referencing.
yeah. No, he had
And he's
bars.
opening up for
That song's
opening. Come on.
I'll say that song's better than Kendrick than the Heart Part 4. It's a better song. I listen to that song like when it came out. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah.
To be fair, I also listen to this all the time too. But Kendrick's actually like heated.
Yeah.
Like he was like, I've never heard him talk like that before. You know what I mean? Like he was like angry. You could feel it.
Yeah.
And when Kendrick, like if Drake were to say shit like that, it would be so hollow. Because it's like I can't take.
First of all, it's hard to take Drake super
Yeah.
as
a tough guy.
Yeah.
But you hear Kendrick say that shit, it's like
Kendrick, and the thing with Kendrick, he's not even coming off like a tough guy. He's just like super. You can tell he's just mad. Like he's super serious and like.
and like Kendrick's background, you know, like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
coming from like a real
This-
place.
this ain't the six.
Yeah.
I hate. First of all, I hate that. I don't like this. I don't like the 6.
Drake made that shit cool. I
It
think
really
it's cool.
It really bugs me. I feel like I'm not from Canada, but I feel like no one from Canada would call
Dog,
it
if I was
six.
from Canada, I'd be saying that shit all the time.
or Toronto.
Just
sorry.
6 things.
Anyway, yeah. So I think that the Hard Bar 4, it might be my second favorite. The Heart songs.
I think it might be my first. What do you think? Okay, so what do you think the April 7th line was about?
I hope it's a new project. I mean, that's ultimate. Like, I hope so. But I mean, when did Butterfly come
Like
out?
2 years ago. 2 years ago, or like I think it was in like March or February or something. Like
Damn.
right around this time 2 years ago.
Damn. So
been a-
I mean, it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
I mean, it goes by fast.
I mean,
So-
if he is having a new project, I'm scared. Because Good Kid, Mad City was so good. To Pimp a
Yeah.
Butterfly was my favorite album of all time. I don't like Kendrick that much, so just kidding.
But okay, when I came out, did you like the original version, like the
I thought it was cool. I thought it was whatever. To be honest,
This was biased.
I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I fucked with the message, and I liked the instrumentation, but it was. What's up? It was corny for me, you know.
It was okay. I mean, people were telling me, or people were saying, not telling me, people were saying like, I get like Outkast vibes or whatever from it. I was like, oh, this is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
But the live version on the album version's so good.
Maybe like it way
yeah,
more.
the album version's really, really good.
For sure, made me like it way more.
But see, he changed up the whole, like, when he came out with that, no one knew what the fuck was up. I mean, so I don't know if he's gonna put out another, like, a single, like, before
He
April
only
7th.
released that, and he released I remember I heard that, I was like kind of skeptical. I was like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna be.
Right.
Then I heard Black of the Berry,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and then I knew it was
Yeah,
gonna
it was
be
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Come here, Jeffrey.
Come in.
Come on.
You wanna say what's up to the people?
Yo, this is a little Nino from the block.
Say hi.
Jeffrey, say hi.
No,
Look, it's the
over
camera
there.
that way.
Okay.
Jackie, I hear you.
Jackie.
What's your name?
Can you do me a favor, Jeffrey? Can you throw this away?
Anyway,
Wait, show me when you reach out.
okay, but yeah, that was I don't know what else to say about it. Like that,
Yeah.
it's a solid track.
Like, kind of.
Black of the Berry came out. That's when I knew this shit was gonna be fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But the whole thing, you heard about the thing about the album cover
What album cover?
for Black of the Berry?
What about it?
They were getting sued by the photographer for without using, like, they didn't buy the rights to the photo.
I believe that. You hear that? Do you see the picture of you know, he has that. One of my favorite lines in that song too is real hustlers. Me and Todd playing rock paper scissors in court. Real hustlers lose money just to go get some more. That's a hard line too.
That is.
But there's actually a picture. Top Dog released a picture of them actually playing rock paper scissors in court. And I think it was something over that and sample clearance on like the art of peer pressure. I want to say
Out of what?
peer pressure. Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Okay.
Any final thoughts? I'm the host.
I've been asking all the questions this whole time. Anyway, I think I don't know, really, I really have no idea what to expect because now that he has put out To Pimp a Butterfly, he could throw it any direction. Like, he could really do anything. So I really have no idea. You see that Rick Rubin interview where he was like, Rick Rubin asked him, like, you think you can do an album without rapping at all? He's like, I forgot what he said, but he basically said,
he made it seem like that's what's coming next.
Right?
He really made it seem like I don't even rap it.
Yeah.
But he has that one song, like he has that one line in the songs like you're not better than rapping or something. He said something like that. I think
that's a Drake. That could be a Drake.
That was for sure a reference to Drake
Yeah.
because in that interview he's like, man, I'm not a rapper. I'm a pop musician, something like that.
Drake to me is so crossover. Like,
I think that was a Drake line to him. I'm for sure it was about Drake.
I'm gonna be honest. This should be just the Drake show because all we do is talk about Drake.
How much do? It's funny because I don't even like.
We don't like Drake that much. Well, we've had our phases. I had a big Drake phase, man, but I'm not like a huge Drake fan now. But this is about Kendrick, and we gotta.
Yeah, can we talk about my man Kendrick? Fuck Drake. Just kidding.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
but final thoughts on part.
I'm just happy because like I heard more live and like I was like it was pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, it was
Have you listened to it since?
a little bit here and there, not that much.
Me neither.
But like I was like I was underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed because my expectations were a lot lower, and then I hear like a song like that and I'm like, man, this is like what like.
I'm kind of surprised that you like this so much because Kendrick is very like bars, and you're not a bars guy.
I'm not a bars guy, bro, but just the fact that he came out, I just like rap beef like that. Like when you come out just firing shots off, like he came out of nowhere and was just like
swinging. He came out swinging,
and he totally killed Drake's buzz for More Life. You know what I mean? He was like everyone was talking about who Kendrick's and talking about Drake coming after Drake.
Yeah.
So I like the timing of it. I like the way he did it. He just dropped the Roman numeral. Everyone's freaking out.
How many? He dropped it like the night before. Or
He put the Roman numeral that morning. Dropped the song that night at midnight.
Damn. Yeah, dude. The timing couldn't have been more. It was the timing couldn't have been more perfect for that shit to come out. But out of 40 ounces,
38. 39.
I was about to give it like a 37. All prices right. You reverse. Yeah.
It's just fire.
Yeah. 37.
It's just fire.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. And
Position.
Hey, way to go.
There we go.
There he is.
There's my man. This is my other man.
This is also Dom's second father,
It really is.
who just put out a special on 2 specials on Netflix. There's one more?
There's one more coming at the end of the year. He hasn't filmed it yet.
Damn. Okay. Well, Dave Chappelle is who we're talking about. If you don't know, legendary comedian, Chappelle Show. I've only seen a few episodes. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. I've only seen a few episodes of Chappelle Show. Sue me. I don't know. Anyway.
I'm so ashamed.
It's alright, man. You know, I saw the specials. Whatever. Anyway, so one of them was in LA, one of them was in Texas. Can we backstory though? If you don't know, Dom can tell you.
Dave Chappelle the comedian in his early days. He had a couple specials on like I don't know if it was HBO. I think it was HBO and a couple like Comedy Central things. He did a couple movies like Half Baked. I think he's in another movie, like a couple other movies, but like just minor stuff. Got his big break when Comedy Central gave him the Chappelle Show deal. Chappelle Show blew up. It was one of the fastest selling DVDs ever. It has like so much influence in that era. That was like the golden era of rap when you had like Talib, Mos Def, Kanye, Common, Erykah Badu. That was like just the great era.
Man,
in music.
The four pillars were strong. The four pillars of hip hop. If you don't know,
famously got a $50 million contract. I think it was for like 2 more seasons, and then he dipped straight left. Did it come?
Hey, Jordan.
Left.
Yeah.
Didn't come back. Now he flew to Africa. People thought he was crazy. People thought he was on drugs. They didn't know what he was doing. Left for like 13 years. He's back with 2 specials.
Ohio.
From Ohio. What'd you think? Because I'm the host.
Anyway, he's not. But I think I'm just coming out and say I like the LA one more. I like the first one better than the second one.
I am 100% on that too. Yeah.
Second one was still funny, but I think that the first one, like my favorite parts about it were like, first of all, one of my favorite parts of it was the Bill Cosby little segment, because it wasn't like he wasn't just roasting him. He was like telling both sides really, and it felt really whole. And like the thing about the psychiatrist or whatever he talked about, Bill Cosby brought on like a psychiatrist or whatever to make sure there was no negative representation.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
I did not know that he did that.
And I'm glad he brought that side out of people. You know, he showed the other side of all the good stuff he's done, because he has done a lot of. I mean, there's like 50 women. You know what I mean?
Fucking
That's
crazy.
Like 50 women.
Bro, that whole part was one of my favorite things I've ever seen in it, because he like went, I don't know how long it was, it felt like 5 minutes, where he was really talking about, he went through history, like
no, for real.
Went through like he was talking about the 60s, he was talking about JFK getting shot, Martin Luther King, LSD, like all these like these events, and he was like really
the JFK thing blew my mind. Continue. Sorry.
He was talking like some real things that like people have thought before, and like it was just like a really informative little piece.
Yeah, it was great.
And then he ends it with that. I don't want to ruin the joke, but he ends it.
Can we just spoil stuff? I mean, if you haven't seen the Dave Chappelle thing, like, don't watch it. Don't watch this. I mean, watch it. Don't watch this.
Ends it with saying Bill Cosby was raping that entire. Bro, I don't know how it's possible to make rape as funny as he, because it was really funny, but
in general, rape's not funny.
But that whole part, and the thing I like too is because like I laughed really hard at that part.
Yeah.
After I stopped laughing, I felt guilty. I was like, man, this isn't like. But I think at the end, how he talks about it, and like he really like pulls both sides together. He like whenever he tells a joke that's like, ooh, it's like really like questionable.
Yeah.
He like always comes back to it and like clarifies and like he did a really good job of covering both sides on everything he talked about that was kind of controversial.
Yeah.
Like you don't know. Sometimes I was like, man, this guy seems like he's kind of like on the right, you know, like of the political spectrum.
Yeah.
Sometimes he seemed really left. Like he really did a good job of covering both sides, I think.
Yeah. I think that's something that a lot of like comedians miss, you know, because sometimes they do tell like a crazy rape joke, and it just feels all bad. Like,
it never gets justified. It's just
right.
Yeah,
but when he tells you about the Bill Cosby, like how much good he was trying to do, you know, for his community and his like, you know, that makes it okay. Like, but not okay. It's not okay. But you know what I mean. Like the joke seems more okay.
Yeah, because a lot of that stuff I didn't know about Bill Cosby. Yeah. Like even the Little Bill thing. I didn't know that.
I
knew it was Bill Cosby's show, but I didn't realize.
It wasn't Little Bill, it was Fat Albert.
No, it was Little Bill.
Little Bill?
It was Little Bill.
I might have misheard it.
It was Little Bill, right?
Was it Little Bill? Or was it Fat Albert?
Huh?
Little Bill.
Yeah, it said Little Bill.
Was that what we talked about? I might have been wrong. Sorry.
Okay, do your homework.
Edit. It was Little Bill.
Yeah, but even like that stuff, I wouldn't have known that about Bill Cosby. I honestly would have only.
What? He wasn't talking about Lil Bill in the show though.
Yeah, he was.
He's talking about Fat Albert.
What? He's talking about the Cosby Show.
No, he
No,
talked
the
about Little
animated
Bill
show.
when he's talking about all the good things that Bill Cosby did.
He talked about Lil Bill.
Yes, he did. I'm 100% positive.
I just saw that special again last night. I don't remember him talking about Lil Bill.
Semantics.
I don't remember.
I'll look it
It's
up.
not semantics.
We'll look it up after the
That's
show.
not what semantics is.
Semantics. We'll look it up after. I'm 100%. I'm willing to bet money on it.
Okay. Anyway. So anyway, yeah. Continue.
Yeah, but that like all that stuff about that you said about Bill Cosby. Without that joke, I was younger when Bill Cosby was popular,
Yeah.
so I don't know his legacy. I only really know about the Cosby Show. I've seen it. I wasn't around when
I like the Cosby Show a lot.
but I wasn't alive
Yeah.
when he was saying that it was getting a rival of Super Bowl
Bowl
numbers
levels,
every
right?
Tuesday night. I didn't know that.
Which is nuts.
So like my view of Bill Cosby after everything that's come out like recently is super tainted because that's all I really know about him.
Yeah.
So in that joke, I got really educated about all that Bill Cosby's done, and I wouldn't have known that otherwise, you know.
Right.
And so it's he paints a picture where it's like it's a much more complicated situation than him just being a rapist, which we know is bad.
Yeah.
He rapes.
But he's
Like he made it a joke, but it's actually like a real
Yeah.
dilemma. Like this guy
I feel
did
you.
a lot,
yeah.
but he raped a lot of people,
Yeah.
and neither one he's saying is like outweighs the other.
It just is what it is, you know, like it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny.
One of my favorite things he said, and something that like I think is the truest thing he said throughout the whole special, is he's like, you can't compare suffering, like you can't compare one person suffering to another person suffering, and it's like the same thing. Like you can't judge Bill Cosby just based off of him being a rapist.
Yeah.
As bad as that sounds, like you can't like
There's multiple dimensions to everyone, you know.
yeah to everything.
Everything.
That's what I think the special did is like
Yeah.
the age of spin, where he had
Yeah.
like he painted the good side, he painted the bad side. He gave you the whole picture.
I also really like the Kevin Hart part. I love that shit. I mean, because I always wondered what it was like for him to come back to a comedy show or
Yeah.
whatever and see the pinnacle of what it was, you know, what
Yeah.
it is in today's age, and bringing his son and all that. Show was hilarious.
That
you know?
was so funny
Yeah.
to me too.
Yeah.
I also like it because you could tell how much respect he had for Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like I like that he came back and he's like, yeah, like Kevin Hart's really good. Like he
Yeah.
definitely acknowledged like how big Kevin Hart has gotten.
But then the thing where you mentioned Key and Peele about stealing the format of his show, I mean, educate me. Like, did Dave Chappelle like pioneer the skit based
He did
TV
okay.
show or
The
like
thing was he didn't
sketch comedy, whatever?
he didn't pioneer like SNL.
Right.
Probably like I don't know. I'm not that educated on skit comedy.
Yeah.
But I know SNL was a long way before
Yeah.
Chappelle
Yeah.
show, and like skit comedy already existed. But I watched an interview with him, and he's saying the thing he did is, and one of the reasons he bumped heads with Comedy Central a lot is because he did like one of the first really popular Chappelle show pieces.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like the first episode or something. Was the black Ku Klux Klan member?
The blind dude.
Yeah, the blind dude.
Yeah.
And that's like a lot of his skits were long. Like they weren't like skit comedy before was like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
Yeah.
it was little skits.
Yeah.
He was doing things that were like longer and would last like
Right.
the freak. If you ever watched the Rick James one, it's a whole episode.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's a whole episode of 3 different Rick James stories. And so like
Oh,
that
wow.
stuff didn't exist before. And and I think I don't know, he really dove deeper into like racial comedy too.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost all his skits centered, not all of them, but a majority of them centered around race.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't just making fun of race; it was like providing some insight on it too.
Like unpacking it or whatever.
And so I think that's what he's talking about is the long format of the skits and like some of like
And even the racial commentary, because I'm a pretty big Key and Peele fan, you know, and I didn't really get it. I was like, I whenever he says that, I wonder how they feel.
yeah.
Like I wonder how if they were to hear it.
Do you think
Like,
he was mad? Do you think it was shots,
I
or do you
don't
think it
know.
was like a?
I don't know. Like the way he said it was kind of he kind of said it he kind of said it really quick. Like it was like he said one line about it.
Yeah.
And then he just went on. Like Key and Peele does my fucking show every night.
I had to watch
Like-
fucking. I couldn't tell if it was like a play, because like comedians are gonna make fun of each other,
Right.
But the way he talked about Key and Peele, compared to the way he talked about Kevin Hart, you
And
could tell he really fucked with Kevin
Yeah.
Hart, and I didn't get the same feeling from when he talked about Key and
And he
Peele.
also brought it up in that interview with I forgot what network it was.
CBS,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. I don't think it was CBS. You're
I'm
wrong.
gonna fact check all this shit because I know I'm right.
Anyway, he said the same thing. Like Key and Peele they stole my. They didn't. Did he say they stole the show or whatever? Like he said something along those lines.
He's like said something along the lines of I had to watch them do basically my show.
Yeah.
Which they're very similar shows. But I don't know.
Stylistically, like okay, there's the format. I guess is similar, but
Yeah.
like stylistically, I mean, Key. I can't compare because I haven't seen enough of Chappelle.
You have to go back and not even like you haven't watched it, but you really, dude. Some like to my core, I've been shaped by Dave Chappelle. How much I used to watch him.
Wow. And what were your thoughts on the 2 specials? The first
We
special?
didn't even talk about the second special.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to end it there because anyway.
Oh, sorry. Let's just end it there.
No, I was gonna end it off the touch, but anyway, second special. It didn't really get as deep in my memory as the first one did because the first one was like really I liked it so much more. I feel like maybe not so much more, but a lot more. His family, the familial things. I just watched it. That's why.
Yeah.
That's what stuck in my brain. The familial issues were like really funny. I mean,
That was the same. He had a lot of. The second one was a lot more goofier to me than the first one. The first one, he was talking about a lot of issues like that were happening right now. He talked about Caitlyn Jenner. He talked about
right.
Bill Cosby, like a lot of things that were going on. One of my favorite things in the first one, he talked about pronouns too, but in a funny way, in a way that covered both sides. It's like, yes, like you should, have the right to be respected who you are, but like it's hard for like he covered like I really like
he sees both sides.
I really liked how he covered that topic.
Chanel.
Anyway, we're gonna get off the first one, but the second one was a lot like it was more about like sex and like so it was still funny to me.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed the first one a lot more. But I did like all the family stuff.
Yeah. Do you think Dave Chappelle really puts feet together and?
No, dude. I
hope he does.
I always ask myself like when comedians say stuff like that, I'm like, yo, do you think like like
Do you think he really had the tape and he had the second tape?
No.
No way.
I don't think so.
No way.
Why, but he definitely does the feet thing.
Yeah. You think he does the
He
feet
has
thing?
to do that.
Sure, he's like a married man. He's probably done everything.
The feet thing?
Shout out to all the Filipino moms.
Wait.
And-
Sorry, we have to go back to the first one again, bro. The way he started that, making fun of him bombing, like
Yeah.
this shit's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
laughing.
Dave Chappelle. I'm in the car. I'm Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
I don't think he had that before. Like,
The
cause nah, he didn't used to talk about himself like he was Dave Chappelle before because he wasn't. He was that was like on his rise.
Yeah.
I think after he's become more of a legend. You know what I mean?
Or he was like a ghost, and now he's like, yeah, it is like a legend.
So he can talk about himself like he's like this like crazy dude.
Like a
you know what I
myth.
mean?
Like a
yeah,
myth.
I'm Dave.
You know what's kind of cool is that he did that skit. You know, he got pulled over with his friend.
Yeah.
It's like I was watching For What It's Worth again. It's like the exact same thing as the one with Chip.
Dude, I thought he was gonna say when that skit first started. I thought he was gonna say my buddy, like me and my friend, and then he like paused. And I thought he was gonna say his name was Chip. I was like so ready for him to reference it, and he didn't. So I was like, but I was like,
But I think he is going back. I think he's saying something by doing it so similarly.
We can't make references that the host doesn't understand, so it's alright.
you have to go back and
can't
watch
make-
all of Chappelle's show,
can't-
his first 2 specials.
But basically, the first first bit he did
Yeah.
with
Was he referencing?
it was like him and his buddy get pulled over, and his white friend is driving, and then the cop just lets him go. You know,
Okay.
even though he's like drunk, like definitely drunk.
Got it.
This time, like his black friend is driving.
Yeah.
He gets to go, and I think he's just saying it's like
Does Dave
Look what
Chappelle
my
drink?
name
Does Dave Chappelle drink, or does he smoke weed? That's
This
it.
fuck is fucked up.
All right.
I think so. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. Also, I like the way he did the OJ things throughout the.
Yes, the 4 times he met OJ, 3 times, 4 times.
I like how every time he's like, there he was.
That was the first. That was the first one.
What?
That was the
That was
first,
the first one.
Man, the
First one was so much better. Yeah, it was amazing. There he. I like how every time he like slows down. There he was, the juice.
Yeah.
I love every. Fuck, I love this.
Just marry him. Just marry
Oh,
that
shit,
man.
man. Any
All
final
right.
thoughts?
Out of a combined 40 ounces for both.
For
episodes.
both? No.
Okay.
Can we grade them separately?
The first one, I'm gonna give like a 38.
I'll give it a 39. and a
There it
half.
is. There it
And a
is.
half.
The second one,
I'll give it like a 35, 34.
I was
34,
gonna say around
33.
I'll just say 34.
Yeah, definitely not as funny as the other one.
Yeah.
Like noticeably. Give it a 33.
Yeah.
Or a 34. Just cause he's my hero.
I feel like I feel like the whole vibe of the show was just different. Like it was just a different show. You know what I mean? It was just a different show.
A lot different. than
Yeah.
that show. Are you excited for the last one?
I
the third
am.
one?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Also, I wasn't used to buff Dave Chappelle walking around stage, because he used to be like a lot
Super
more
skinny.
and he was like really like straight before. Like
Yeah.
he would like he'd move like this, and he was like really skinny.
Low-key, the
and-
way he laughs when he slams the mic on his knee
Yeah.
bugs me. I'm like, can you laugh differently, please?
I
Like-
love that. He used to do that shit a lot more. He used to do it in his first 2 specials. He does it all the fucking time.
Really?
Yeah, you have to watch just the way he walks around. Is really,
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I didn't like I wasn't used to buff Dave Chappelle. That bugged me a little bit.
And on that note, Dom doesn't like buff Dave Chappelle, but he likes skinny Dave Chappelle. And that was the 8th episode of Peer Pressure.
Wait, it's my boy's birthday today. Shout out to Derek Carr, Las Vegas Raiders. We in here.
Wait, so they're really moving to Las Vegas?
We're going to Las Vegas.
Wow. All right, well,
Love you, Derek.
tune in next week. I don't know what we're talking about next week, but that's it. Stop recording.
Export.
That was a pretty good episode.
It's our best one.
We're getting better.
Bro, I feel a lot different from the first one we done to this one.
Yeah.
The first one, I specifically remember when we hit pauses. I remember being like, "What are we gonna say next?"
Right? No, yeah, but now it's like, this is really. I like this a lot. This is really fun.
I like doing it. I feel like I didn't know you could get better at doing podcasts, but I definitely can.